Welcome to TuberChat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The very first channel that we're looking at today, ironically, is Black Brand Friday. So hopefully everybody's enjoying their Black Friday. And thank you so much for joining us on TuberChat on this special day. Hopefully all of our American friends had a great Thanksgiving as well. And Black Brand Friday is a dynamic creator. I like talking about this channel a lot because her presentation is incredible. As you can see, the front of her videos, you know, her thumbnails and stuff like that are fantastic, but she's also a dynamic creator and does a great job with her videos. She's always featuring other people. And when we feature channels here on TuberChat, it's based on generosity of some sort that I see within the community, and Black Brand Friday is a great example of a generous creator. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Thank you for joining us, and especially so early. Forgive me for being just a moment late as we begun, but I appreciate everybody coming in. Angel Light Over Darkness, thanks for being here. Black Brand Friday's in the chat, of course. Butler Bob, it's good to see you back. Georgia Bulldogs is a wonderful supporter, and it's always great to have you here. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been with TuberChat since the very beginning, as has Kristen Welton, my love, who's in the chat as a member and a moderator. Life Through Our Eyes 303, it's great to see you always. Little Frenchie in Big Texas, I'm glad that you're back. And Michael's Adventures is not usually here on a Friday, but managed to make it today. Ghostly Wins, it's great to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Mr. and Mrs. Anaballo, our generous creators as well. It's great to see you. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is going to be our featured channel this coming Monday. So it's great to have them in the chat. Sergeant Life was featured last week. It's good to have them here. Scratch and Pete, our beloved and dedicated moderator. Thank you, first of all, for all you do. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. That Blue Moon, it's always great to have you in the chat because you're always spreading positivity, and I enjoy that. And TYI On Demand, it's good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. Damn We Cold Fam Manny, good to see you here. I am just going to do some house cleaning, get our members onto the wheel, and we will look at adding some names soon. Blood Dragoon, good to see you here. Andy from Ace Flaw 1, it's great to have you in the chat as well. Jesse Miller, Unboxings and More, great to see you here. You have to forgive me for wondering if that's a brand new channel or if you've been here before, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time for your channel. And hopefully I'm not missing too much here in the chat. If anybody's mentioned anything or a question that I haven't seen, just please be patient with me. I'm always behind when we get the chat started, but I'll try to catch up. James Gype, thank you so much for the super chat. That is very much appreciated, of course. James Gype also has a growth stream channel where people are able to connect the way that we do here in TuberChat. So I appreciate your support. Thanks very much. And I'm just skipping through the chat here, seeing if I can catch up. Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder, thanks for the share. If anybody does have the ability to share the stream out, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will, of course, appreciate it. And then all the thumbs up that everybody always gives are very much appreciated as well. It really does help the stream. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off for a moment to get it done, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a minute. Even I have to be reminded sometimes, but I will appreciate any thumbs up at all. Big Guys 45s, it's good to have you here. And That Blue Moon, I'm glad you say it's nice to be here. It's always pleasant to have you in the chat. Big Guys 45s, yeah, that purge is looks like it's never going away. House of X Entertainment Inc. is a joint business venture between It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, it's your boy Leo, and hopefully everybody will connect with them. And then Jesse Miller, you keep getting interrupted. That's interesting. I can't even imagine what you mean by that, but that's okay. And then, yeah, Ghostly Wins, I haven't seen the Animaniacs. Fabian and Mom, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for the thumbs up. Xeophobic 73 channel, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And pardon me for 1 second. I'm just looking at something in another window here. Oh, Black Brand Friday. Thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. It's a pleasure to have your channel featured. Like I said, everybody, I like the idea that you have behind your channel. I enjoy the job that you're doing, especially the generosity in promoting other channels. So it's great to have your channel featured. I like talking about it. Like I said, the presentation is great, but she happens to be a dynamic creator as well, and the videos are well done. Exploring with Fluffy 2, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in, and thank you for wishing everybody a Thanksgiving. I happen to be in Canada, so we did our Thanksgiving about a month and a half ago, but hopefully all of our American friends are enjoying their Thanksgiving holidays, if you want to call it that right now, including Black Friday today. And hopefully everybody's doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members, and I should get to spinning the wheel shortly. I've got to get a couple more names on here. And let me get Scratch and Pete in here for now. And I will spin the wheel and we'll see who's going to be the first channel that's coming up off of the wheel today. Life Through Our Eyes 303. That's Carla. She also allows people to connect the way we do here in TuberChat. So we'll get her channel ready and we'll look at it in a moment. So there's a quick look at our gold member, Just Vlogging Life. She's an extremely supportive creator. And now we're looking at Life Through Our Eyes 303. Like I said, this is Carla. She allows people to connect in her live streams the way we do here in TuberChat as well. So you'll meet lots of friends and family members there. Walking with the Woods, it's good to see you here. Corinne's Life just walked in, so thank you for coming in. Let me get you onto the wheel. And Angel Downstairs Rachel, yes, I noticed somebody looking for you. Angel Downstairs Rachel is a personal friend, as a matter of fact, of our family, and particularly Kira. But thank you for coming in again. Angel Downstairs Rachel actually came onto my personal channel on a live stream the other day, but because you changed your name recently, I didn't know who it was. Kristen and Kira had to tell me after. Catherine with Friends, good to see you here. Angel Light Over Darkness, hopefully I welcomed you. And hopefully I haven't missed too much in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, as long as everybody's still active. Of course, I'll get around to everybody. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs is another channel that allows people to connect the way we do here in TuberChat. She was previously featured for that reason as well. So it looks like everybody's doing okay. I've got to look at getting some names onto our wheel. But what I'll do is probably spin. Fabian and Mom, hopefully I welcomed you. We'll get another channel up. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists, and other creators should reach out to you for the purpose of making those arrangements. And then everybody, of course, is free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Let's spin. And we'll see who's coming up. Twisted V Twin Garage, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. I actually ran into you in a live stream earlier today, but I think it was somebody who I was visiting for the first time, so I can't remember which live stream it was. Evelize is coming up right now. So if I've missed anything in the chat, just please be patient with me. I tend to fall behind at the beginning. So if you've asked anything or mentioned anything you meant for me to see, just please be patient with me. Ask or mention again, and I'll keep my eyes open from now. Here's Evelize. I'm going to get you to pardon me for 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, pardon me for that. Thank you, everybody. And hopefully everybody otherwise is having a good time connecting, meeting new friends and family members. And it looks like we're doing okay. I did say I was going to think about adding some names to the wheel right away, so let me see what I can do about that. I have a robot named Bautissimo that helps me with that stuff. And have we seen Stream Elements today? Sometimes it takes about 15 minutes to get going, but hopefully that robot is going to be in here, and Nightbot will soon follow. There's Stream Elements. Okay, we're not missing anything. That Blue Moon, let's get you onto the wheel right away. You'll take Evelize's spot. Oh. I can't copy and paste very well today. There's That Blue Moon. We're going to get Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More up here as well. That's our featured channel this coming Monday. Sergeant Life is a channel that was featured previously. And we'll see if Jesse Miller is still with us. Maybe? Okay, I'll put your channel on the wheel. And then we'll see how we're doing from there. I'll start spinning again. Let's spin. Let's get another channel up here. Evelize is a generous creator willing to swap playlists. I hope, even though they're already monetized here. Ransom with that drip. Sorry, I missed you when you came in. I know you were here earlier. I'm going to get ransom with that drip in the wheel. And then we will be looking at, was it Mr. and Mrs. Anaballo that just came up? I hope I'm right. Doing two things at once with the wheel isn't a good idea for those of you who are thinking about using it. And thank you, AceFlaw1, for the thumbs up. The thumbs up really does help, so I'll appreciate it from everybody, of course. If you haven't done it already, I hope you will. The Tyler Show, good to see you here. Let's see if I can copy and paste now. Here's Mr. and Mrs. Anaballo here. So they are also monetized, but they happen to be members. Now, they've started a second channel to experiment with shorts, and I'm surprised you've already got 24 of them up, which is great. So I've laid off of shorts for the moment. I found that any subscribers, it seemed, there's been talk that any subscribers that are gained from shorts may not stick, and therefore that kind of took the fun out of it for me. I don't see much benefit. So we'll see what happens. But I'm interested to know what everybody's doing with shorts to see if there's new information and if good things are happening. I'll consider myself on hold. We'll look at Sergeant Life next, but I didn't actually mean to spin the wheel so quickly. So we'll look at Mr. and Mrs. Anaballo for another moment. Hopefully everybody as well is connected to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit. We have a separate Reddit just for us called TuberChat. Anybody's actually willing to, or anybody's actually able to post videos in that subreddit, but it's meant as a place where any YouTubers can post their videos for the purpose of gaining extra exposure. And then Kareen's Life had a short hit over 3K, which is fantastic. So there's this like winning the lottery aspect to this thing right now, right? And it's possible that you can have videos that really take off And we've heard a couple of great stories like that. For myself personally, though, I got a little bit turned off when I found that the subscribers were not sticking. So I don't, I'm behind enough on putting out regular content, and I actually want to make some increase the kind of content that's coming to TuberChat. So I rather focus on that, but I'm still keeping an eye on what everybody's doing with shorts. And then Michael's Adventures, I warned you about shorts, he says, which is likely right. And forgive me for not remembering, but I'll bet that you're right. And it looks that way. The Cruz family, good to see you here. I'm going to unlist all mine. So they'll still be there. I can hang on to them and republish them if I want. But I'm curious what other people are doing. Mr. and Mrs. Anaballo has a decent idea here with starting a second channel. I know a lot of creators are doing that. Little Ruby's Daycare Encounters, good to see you here. And OG Block 301 and fam, good to see you back again. Oh, the Tyler Show. Yeah, editing shorts is not much different than editing other footage. You just got to make sure that when you're exporting at the right vertical format. So you got to be aware of the aspect ratio. Catherine with Friends, I hope I welcomed you. And then, so I already spun. So it's Sergeant Life's turn. We will get them together, and we will look at their channel in a moment. That's Mr. Fulton Mraz, another generous creator who's been with TuberChat since the very beginning and always shares for us. The Pathlife Explorer, it's good to see you here. And Tremaine Harrison, I think this is your first time with TuberChat, so hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Charities Media, it's great to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but it looks like everybody's doing okay. And then Twisted V Twin Garage shorts don't work. So I know people are having different levels of success, but we have seen a few channels have shorts that really fly. And it's, you know, a little bit of it is luck, right? So we can do all the things we know we need to do, tags and stuff like that, descriptions, hashtags, and everything else, and it helps. But we're having varied level of success between people, and as far as I understand, the subs don't stick. But we'll see. I'm interested in everybody's input. If you want to help with the community, and just let me know, let everybody know, so we share our information here, hopefully, so that everybody can make the right decisions for their own channels. This is Sergeant Life. They have over 100 subscribers now and are previously featured on TuberChat. They've got a brand new video they just put out a couple of hours ago, so something brand new for everybody to see. You haven't seen Grinch yet, and actually Pathlife Explorer, it's surprising because I feel like it's getting on. I don't think I saw you this week. Usually I try to stop by Pathlife Explorer at least once a week. Now, of course, I do other work, especially during the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I can only support as much as I can, like everybody else. But Food Fight Showdown, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully I'll catch Pathlife Explorer. Pathlife Explorer was previously featured like a couple of months ago, as a matter of fact. And he's got a wonderfully dedicated and loyal community around his channel. And several of those people have not only come to TuberChat, but I've also hung out with them in live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with Pathlife Explorer. Oh, you've been on other people's panels. Yeah, that's something I got to do a lot more of. I've been off of that for a while. I was on a lot of panels like months ago, and I just haven't been jumping on as much as I should. Oh, Declan Fans 2020, are you acting up here? Why don't I see Declan Fans 2020? Thank you, Scratch and Pete. Yeah, Declan Fans 2020. Yeah, so yeah, please watch the self-promotion, because the idea here is that, you know, you're gaining loyal and dedicated supporters for your channel. Nobody's going to leave here to go running and look at a video anywhere. I don't expect that's going to happen very commonly, right? Because people are here to build their channels. But when you get loyal and dedicated supporters here, the idea is that they will be coming back to watch as many as they can of your videos, live streams, and things like that. So just keep that in mind. And then, yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and more. So in the description of all of the live streams now, I have a very lengthy bunch of instructions and rules and all that other stuff that have been missing for a long, long time. And yes, the idea is that we're watching 3-minute videos as a minimum when we're connecting with people. An idea is always to take a second video. I usually go for something like 10 minutes, add it into your watch later list, and then at some point after the stream, you could just let that run, and that helps as well. And then Michael's Adventures, who's popping numbers in here too now. So forgive me, everybody. So we don't have a lot of rules here in TuberChat, even though it does tend to be a strict chat. But I've written new instructions in the description. So if you're brand new to TuberChat, it might be worth it just to take the moment and have a look and read, just so you catch what's going on. Not just because it matters here in TuberChat, but when you're in other growth streams like James Gype, like Life Through Eyes 303, like Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs, or Kareen's Life, or any of the other channels that allow you to connect the way that we do, the rules apply almost everywhere. So we always want to spell our numbers. If you're going to use numbers, just please remember to spell the words. We don't do any self-promotion, because the idea is after you meet new subscribers here, they will be coming back to watch your stuff anyway. And then emojis, we want to keep it to 1 or 2. Notice if you watch, oh, I missed your message, Declan Fans. If you want to rewrite that out, I'll try to catch it. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody coming in the chat. Rebecca Rose, good to see you. Dakota Petit, thank you for coming in. Food Fight Showdown actually has a great channel, Exploring with Fluffy 2.0. Lots of people had great things to say as soon as Food Fight Showdown came onto the scene here. And then, yeah, forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. I tend to fall behind a little bit, but I'm trying to stay on top of it as much as I can for today. It looks like we're doing okay. This is Scratch and Pete, our dedicated moderator, who I'm very happy to see has 94 subscribers. So it's not going to be very long before they hit the first major milestone on the road to 100. And Scratch and Pete is an extremely supportive creator. He's always supporting not only myself and TuberChat, but you know, most of the channels that I'm involved with, maybe all of them, as well as I see them out supporting other creators constantly on in live streams and commenting on videos and stuff like that. So Declan Fans 2020 is asking, you notice when you watch your own video before you publish it, it counts as a view. Why does that happen? So you actually did watch it, so I guess that's why. But remember, YouTube always purges a lot of stuff, and they will take away anything that they deem is invalid or things from inactive accounts and stuff like that. So it's very possible that when you publish a video, you may gain a lot of views, and then you'll find some of those views disappear afterwards, after YouTube goes through and decides what it deemed were valid or invalid. So when we start, yeah, it's possible to watch your own video and you'll get at least a view, if not a few. But I would expect that some of those will be swiped not too long after. I'm going to get some more names on the wheel shortly. Oh, there you go. Fluffy's in the community with Grinch, with Pathlife Explorer. So like I said, Pathlife Explorer is a channel that's got a very loyal and dedicated community around them, but they're very active too, because Pathlife Explorer does a lot of live streams. Now he's talking about being on other people's panels, but he's always got these engaging panels going on. And I've been able to hang out with them many times and then like go and raid other people and stuff like that. And everybody's kind of really into it. So anybody that comes over from Pathlife Explorer, we know that that's good stuff. Live to Eat, good to see you here. Tremaine Harrison, the purge is happening with all kinds of stuff, whether it be subscribers, watch hours, views, likes, everything, right? And then Ace Flaw One's working on something new. Rebecca Rose is willing to swap playlists. Lots of creators in the house are willing to swap playlists. So if you're willing, for the purpose of gaining watch hours, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you for the purpose of making those arrangements. And then, of course, everybody's free to make them individually and independently. Classy Cookery, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Ransom with That Drip is coming up now. We'll look at that channel in a moment. That was Jenny O'Brien. She's another very supportive creator who happens to be a silver member as well. And now we're looking at Ransom with That Drip, who's a fairly new channel. Fabian and Mom, you're right that the purge is not even funny, absolutely. But as words of encouragement, I can tell you, we are still I find myself in a different monetization celebration at least once a week with people who have all come through TuberChat. For instance, tomorrow, Evelize, who's a member here, and has been in the chat today, has a monetization celebration and her birthday being celebrated tomorrow. So you can see that channels are still getting monetized. They're still growing. It's just that it's slower than it was in the summer. I know it's very frustrating for everybody, but the best idea is, for instance, so I've made these new instructions in the description of every live stream so that you can see exactly the things that I believe will help to stop all of the, well, not all of the purging, but at least slow it down. At least if you're doing everything that you can to prevent the purging, then I can't help but think that it will affect you the least of everybody, right? So whether I'm right or not, I'm not sure. Declan fans, thanks. And then I'm just looking to see if I've missed anything in the chat because I tend to fall behind constantly. Yeah, no doubt, Food Fight Showdown. So here's a question for you, and forgive me for not remembering without your channel right in front of me, but I'm curious when you started, because the idea of 4,000 watch hours has to be within a rolling 365 days. So this may not apply to Food Fight Showdown because I feel like I remember your channel being much newer. But if I'm wrong, then one of the things that can happen is on the 366th day, you lose whatever hours you gain that day from any valid videos. So you're constantly chasing. Oh, Classy Cookery. Forgive me, if there's anything in particular that you'd like to know about, I always answer anything to the best of my knowledge. ProTech Sports, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I was hanging out with ProTech, I think in a live stream. It was a live stream that I caught this week. Simply Royce is here. Thank you for coming in. Simply Royce happens to be a silver member. So the next clip that I play in a few minutes will be from Simply Royce. It would have been anyway, as a matter of fact. Vegan Realist, great to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Andy from Ace Flaw 1 is willing to swap playlists. And then if anybody needs me to clarify anything, or if you have any questions, don't be shy. Just please ask. I'll answer to the best of my ability. I happen to be a professional channel manager. That's how I got my start on YouTube several years ago. But I learned from creators of every size every day. And so my wish here in TuberChat is that we share our information and knowledge together so that we can all make the right decisions for our channels. And then in that way, we can truly thrive together. I will add some names to the wheel. We're looking at Ransom with That Drip. I'm hoping that everybody will rally around this channel. We'll get them a few extra subscribers. I'd love to hit them. I'd love to see them hit the 20 that must be on their mind right now. And ProTech is willing to swap playlists, which is great. Thank you, Fabian and Mom, for the kind words. I do appreciate that. Michael's Adventures is one of the most supportive creators on YouTube. I always talk about Michael's Adventures and Scratch and P8 together. But Michael's Adventures particularly follows the mentality of always giving more than they expect to receive. And I know that personally. I've been Michael's Adventures has been a part of TuberChat for months and months, well, several months now. But they're always willing to run playlists. And I know that they swap playlists all the time. So if anybody wants to reach out to Michael's Adventures, this is a creator who will not only swap playlists, but continues to come by and support again and again, just to make sure they're catching some ads for you here and there. Love, I hope I'm going to pronounce this right. Love Evelize TV. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, so forgive me. I'm hoping that it's right or at least close. But hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. If anybody in the chat finds that there's something that I need to address, particularly with the idea of creators not connecting right or anything like that, you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, TuberChat. I try to be attentive of it, and then I can address it in the chat and see if we can get everybody connected. Very good, Angel Light Over Darkness 33. Here's That Blue Moon. That Blue Moon is always a pleasure to have in the chat. They always spread positivity. Now look at that. This might be the first time, but typing in That Blue Moon, they're coming up first in the search results. So we're seeing great improvement in their search results. They're posting frequently, which is great. They're doing a better job than I am. And it's funny because with many creators I've been lucky enough to meet over the last many months, you know, we'll talk on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. Everybody's free to reach out to me if you'd like to. Of course, I'll appreciate it. And we're talking, and That Blue Moon, I was explaining the other day, you know, as frustrating as YouTube is, they actually get more views on their videos than I do on my personal channel, which is interesting. So That Blue Moon is doing just fine at well over 350 subscribers now. I'm hoping we can get them a little bit farther, maybe to 360 on the road to 400. Venom for Life, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, Jaden saw, so a lot of times my camera freezes, so I'm doing everything I can to work on that a little bit. However, I bought a new computer recently, but it only has 8 gigs of RAM, and it was probably a huge mistake. So my problem was that I wanted something before we get into lockdowns and stuff in my area again. I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to get a computer for months, so I kind of made a snap decision, and I got something I should have waited for. And anyway, with only 8 gigs of RAM, I'm really pushing the limits of the live streaming here. And I've got a very decent camera from Razer, which I'd love to show you. I wonder if I can find the box for this. You won't be able to see it well because it's green and I'm using green screen, but I'll try. Forgive me while I knock everything all over the place. Razer Kyle. If it's going to work. I don't know whether you can see that or not. But anyway, it's a popular camera and mic for streamers, but it's improved the quality, at least of my video over the last little while. So hopefully you find that entertaining. At some point, I will have done the a review and unboxing. So hopefully everybody's doing okay. Like I said, this is That Blue Moon. It's time to have a look at Simply Royce's clip, and let's spin the wheel, see who's coming up next, and I will run that clip for us right now. The next channel we'll be looking at afterwards is going to be Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, which happens to be our featured channel coming up on Monday. There's Simply Royce, who's in the chat with us. She's still on the wheel, so we'll look at her channel in a little while. But I should have mentioned about That Blue Moon that we were looking at a moment ago. So they're an extremely generous creator. First of all, they're willing to swap playlists, but as well, they've made a video just for TuberChat, which is featured on our front page, along with an area for shout-out videos and things like that. So hopefully everybody will rally around That Blue Moon. And now we're looking at Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, which is going to be our featured channel this Monday. They have been back with TuberChat again and again since finding us not too long ago from Kareen's life, as a matter of fact. And Adrian Villanueva Vlogs is hiding and cooking, which is good stuff. Thank you for letting us run. And then That Blue Moon, yeah, good that you dropped your link. I forgot to do that when I had your channel up, but that'll make it easier for everybody to connect with That Blue Moon there. Crystal Renee just walked in. Thank you for coming in. That happens to be another member, so let's get you onto the wheel right away. And I should look at the idea of getting some more names onto the wheel. Wheel of Fortune, Ghostly Wins. I have to go back. I keep saying I'll do it. I never do it, but I have to go back and figure out the first episode that we used the wheel. Somebody dubbed it the Wheel of Doom. I can't remember who on earth said it, but we've been calling it the Wheel of Doom since then. So, Ace Flaw 1, Andy, let's get your channel up here. Andy's been with me since before TuberChat even existed. Fabian and Mom, we're going to have a look at what you've got going on. Sergeant Life, we looked at you, right? Adrian Villanueva Vlogs. And let's put Ghostly Wins up here, and then I will spin, and we'll see what's happening. And then, yeah, Walking with the Woods, you're right. So I have instructions in the description of every live stream now that clearly spell out the way we connect. So particularly for those of you who are newer to TuberChat, exactly the way that we connect here is to say hello to somebody and wait for their response just to make sure they're paying attention. Then give a single emoji and let them know that you're on your way to their channel. You can say you're on their way to their house or their place or however you want to put it. Then head to their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 3 minutes long. It's not enough to watch a little bit of any video or even 3 minutes of any video. We want to watch a complete video, at least 3 minutes. Better even if it's 4 or 5 minutes, right? Then add a second video of maybe 10 minutes or longer into your watch later list so that after the stream you can let that run, and that will show YouTube that you're very much interested in this creator's content. While you're watching the original video that you're watching, you want to give them a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. Then subscribe and come back into the chat. Leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name. Let them know what about the video that you watched so that they can go back and find your comment easily and quickly, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. So it's easy stuff. It's a little bit of a long speech, but Once you've done it a few times, you got the hang of it. It's good. And we are here for loyal and dedicated supporters, not just to pump our subscriber numbers up, because we know that YouTube likes to take those away if we don't do it the right way. And then Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More like to make jokes. As long as they're family friendly, then it's all right. Ha! The wheel is rigged sometimes. Yeah, it seems like it. No, no, no. And the wheel of torture, Ghostly wins. That's a little bit much for this this show. But the wheel of doom. Yeah, that's what we call it. And then, yeah, Jesse Miller, I know not every channel is going to have what we're looking for, but if we keep the guidelines in mind and then just do everything we can to support the creator we're connecting to, and if everybody has that as a mentality, then we'll all be doing just fine. True enough, Ghostly wins. Yeah, I would love to be a little bit more fun on TuberChat, but you know, we're connecting, and there often is new channels coming in that haven't been here before, and I forget a lot of the time that some people don't even know what we're talking about when we say like dancing and baking and visiting your house and leaving packages and stuff. And you know, so I kind of have my mind on that most of the time. Once in a while, somebody else will joke, I'll laugh, and then it gets a little bit more fun for a moment. But as long as everybody is getting value out of the time that they spend here in TuberChat, that's what I wish for everybody. Fish Tank WOT, good to see you here. And yeah, Jesse Miller, my pleasure. I'm hoping that you're meeting lots of friends and family members. I feel like I remember I don't know if I remember the Mario game that you're talking about, but I do remember playing a game on the phone where there's a dartboard. Maybe it was a Mario game. I can't for the life of me remember. And there's a person like strapped to it. It's like we see that in television and movies. I don't know if they actually do that in like circuses and carnivals and stuff anymore. And they spin, and the person's flying upside down and spinning all around. They're throwing knives at it and this and that. It's something else. Oh, yeah, the red button. Yeah, because we want to make sure that everybody's hitting the red button, making it gray. And Shutterbug Infinity, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. This is Kristen Welton. She is my love, but she happens to be in the chat as a member and a moderator, so she's always here in TuberChat with us. So here's an example. Kristen has been experimenting with shorts with more success than me. She has got a couple that really took off here, one with 28,000, one with 19,000, which is great, great news. But again, it seems, and maybe she can correct me, but it seems that the subscribers do not stick, or at least most of them don't stick. So for that reason, I have put my shorts experiment on hold. Maker Viking, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to, but as long as you're still active and meeting new friends and family members, I'm sure I'll get around to everybody. And there you go. So Kristen is saying, and she did actually explain to me offline earlier, that she was saying that some of the people who subscribed originally because of the shorts videos have connected on Instagram and other social, and then now are true supporters and subscribers, which is great. So, you know, with 28,000 on a video, you would expect that there would be a few, but I haven't had any kind of luck like that, and I'm a little bit behind in producing content, so I got to prioritize. I'm watching with a keen eye to make sure that I understand what everybody's doing, so that hopefully I can continue sharing information. And then Exploring with Fluffy 2.0, you were going to ask a question. You can ask, I know you want to direct it to a moderator, So Kristen or Scratch and Pete can answer, but I'll watch too if you want to ask me particularly. Love Berries TV. I'll have to, that's my personal channel, Kevin K. So I will have to get back to you after. I'm the only one in the chat that's allowed to say that for today, but I will connect with you afterwards. So thank you very much for that. And then, yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. Typically when we have a purge of any kind, whether it's big or small, it's YouTube mostly taking away older subscribers to replace the new ones. Okay, thank you very much, Jesse Miller. And then, sorry, Exploring with Fluffy 2.0. If there was something you wanted to ask, I'll try to watch. ALOT, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Let's spin and see who's coming up next. Okay, so we're actually going to look at Simply Royce in a moment. That was Gibry's World, who happens to be another silver member, as is Simply Royce. So we've got those clips made for them to give them a little bit of extra promotion. JetLife777, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And Jesse Miller Unboxings and More. We are always but here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Usually when somebody is gone, I don't look at their channel, like we take them off the wheel or off the screen. But I want to make sure I connect with your channel if I'm not already. So I'm going to leave it on. We'll just look at it very quickly when it comes up and move on fast. Yeah, thank you, Lift to Eat. So hence, that's the, forgive my long speeches, but this is the idea behind the new computer. So I'm a big Mac fan. I'm very lucky that I'm able to have one. But the Mac that I was working on is a base model from the year 2011. And I've been using that up until now, up until like a month ago. And I was desperately wishing for a new one. And I should have waited so that I could buy something with a few upgrades. And I didn't. So I bought another base model. And the problem is it only has 8 gigs of RAM. So the good news is it can run After Effects and it can do the things that I've been lacking on for the last little while. Because I've been wanting to do clips like that for a while. But unfortunately, it does things like make my camera here freeze. I'm going to see if I can try doing something here. See, the problem is if I switch cameras, it doesn't, it knocks my my light out, which doesn't matter. You can't see. The camera I'm using is a Razer Kaio, and it's got a microphone and a ring light right on it, so it's fantastic. Oracles and Beyond, hopefully I welcomed you when you came in. Oak Style, it's great to see you back. The Psycho Ducky, it's good to see you here as well. It's been a little while. And then JetLife777, hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house and everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Maybe I can try one more thing with my camera. I wonder if that's going to do anything for us at all. No? Make it worse, maybe? We'll see. It's the least important part, so we'll live with it until I can figure out how to do something about that. I got this new RAM program as well, right, which is supposed to try to keep the RAM somewhat clean. And hopefully everybody is meeting new friends and family members. And then this one is StreamYard Sam's Vlogs. So on TuberChat, I pay for the premium version of StreamYard, just the $25 a month or whatever it is, right? On my personal channel, I don't. On my personal channel, if I use StreamYard, I just use the free version. And if I am out doing mobile live streaming, I use Streamlabs. I consider the idea of switching TuberChat to Streamlabs so that I can add some more bells and whistles and stuff like that. But it's not a rush, so we'll see. And then, oh, Grinch, great to see you. Actually, we were saying pleasant things behind your back earlier, so I'm glad you're here. Let me spin and see who's going to come up next. And I'll add some names to the wheel shortly. Jesse Miller unboxings and more. Okay, it looks like they just left, so I don't know if they're still kind of hanging on or if they've actually gone. But we'll look at this channel for a quick second because I want to see whether I'm already subscribed or not. Yeah, okay, so I am, so that's okay. We'll have a look for a quick second, but I am going to move on quickly. And they have got over 900, so it looks like they've got it looks like they've got their 900 locked in. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther. And I'm going to get you to pardon me for 1 second, and then I'll spin the wheel. Oh, actually, okay. We got action in the chat, so I'm not going to go anywhere for a second here. House of X Entertainment. That happens to be a joint business venture between It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, It's Your Boy Leo, who have both been with TuberChat since before the beginning, and therefore have both been featured. House of X Entertainment Inc. has also been featured, and I'm hoping everybody will rally around that channel. We'll look at that next because they have rejoined their membership right now. And then say, yeah, Angel downstairs, Rachel. I understand. Yeah, it's tough for everybody to, you know, work our YouTube channels around life and everything else. And Michael's Adventures. Oh, okay, you're all good. Okay, pardon me just for a quick second. Okay, pardon me for that. I'll be back in 1 second here. MSK Family Vlogs is the next channel that we're going to look at. And thank you, Ghostly Winds. Yeah, Jaden is going to hold off on swapping playlists, as a matter of fact, but that's okay. MSK Family Vlogs happens to be a dynamic creator, a family of creators, and I talk about this channel all the time. I've been lucky enough to catch them not only on videos, but actually in a live stream as well. I meant to actually, forgive me, I distracted myself when I went off there. We're going to look at House of X Entertainment Inc. next. MSK Family Vlogs has been with TuberChat again and again, and they also, as far as I understand, they swap playlists, but as well, they've been previously featured, of course. And thank you, Butler Bob. Hopefully you're doing okay, meeting friends and family members as well. And then, okay, so the next channel that we'll look at is House of X Entertainment Inc. And, well, I'm looking always at stuff in another window over here when you see me drifting off to the side there. I'm going to see what I can do about adding names to the wheel right now. And then we will look at House of X Entertainment Inc. before I spin. So Fabian and Mom's already on the wheel. I'm doing the same thing I used to do to Christian Nomad. I can't for the life of me remember whether we looked at Sergeant Life or not. Pardon me for 1 second. Okay, I can't. I'm yelling to Kristen in the other room, but I can't for the life of me remember. I know I mentioned Sergeant Life a couple times today, but I can't remember for the life of me if we put that channel on the screen. If we did, I'll just move on quickly or take it off the wheel. But I don't want to make the mistake of not doing it. I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice. Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs is there. Corinne's Life. I didn't realize I had the wheel in a little bit of a mess there. Walking with the Woods. Let's get you on the wheel. Exploring with Fluffy 2.0. Butler Bob. And let's see if TYI On Demand is still with us. If anybody has questions in the chat, particularly if you're new to TuberChat and you want to know about the wheel and how that works and stuff like that, I'm happy to go over it. Particularly, it's pretty simple stuff. Once you're here for half an hour to 45 minutes or so, I've got a robot that helps me determine how long everybody's been in the chat. But it's not just about time. It's about activity as well, how interactive you are in the chat. And after a little while, you get added to the wheel. The wheel's random, and then when I spin the wheel, you get, if you're still here at that time, you get added to the screen. We talk about your channel. Jaden, yeah, no, it's not any kind of punishment and stuff like that, but you and I need to discuss any playlist swapping before that's going to continue. I did notice the message that you left at the end of the last live stream, by the way. Just so you know. So we'll hang on. Oh, thank you so much, Sergeant Life. I do appreciate the honesty, but I'll pull that off. But Sergeant Life was recently featured because of how active they are in TuberChat as well, and so hopefully everybody will connect with them. And then EC Emily, if you would like to ask a question and you're not sure, then you can reach out to me on Instagram. It's all one word, TuberChat. And I will keep an eye out for your question. Aaron Hockey, good to see you here. Thanks for coming back in. This is Andy from Ace Flaw 1. He's actually been with me for even before TuberChat started. So we're talking way beyond 6 months. And has been back with TuberChat again and again since rejoining. Yeah, EC Emily, thank you very much. And hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Hopefully, I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. Sometimes I fall behind. If you've asked anything or mentioned anything that you meant for me to see, just please be patient with me. Ask or mention again, and then I'll try to keep my eyes peeled for it. We're going to look at ghostly winds here in a moment. And that's the Murphy family. They happen to be a silver member, but they are a very much loved and well-respected member, not only of the TuberChat community, but of the small YouTuber community at large. So we're looking at Ghostly Winds now, who I've obviously got some catching up to do when it comes to videos. I thought I just ran into you. Did I come into it? Was it a live stream? Or was it, did I see you on a live stream or did I run a video? I thought I just came by your channel And forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Maybe I have you on a list to catch. I try to keep track, of lots of different channels that come through TuberChat and this and that, so that I can support everybody as much as I can. And I even sometimes go back to channels that haven't been around for a little while, but still to support. Same as everybody else. As we grow and as we follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for everybody to support everybody else as much as they all might like. But if we're all doing everything we can to support each other as much as we can, everybody will be just fine. But it's great to have Ghostly Wins back in the chat. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. We'll get them to maybe 480. They're on the road to 500, halfway to that major milestone. And yeah, sometimes my camera, I don't know if I can do anything about that. I'll try to work on something again tomorrow. Last week it seemed to be a little bit better, but it seems to be struggling. Final Fantasy VII glitch video. Was that? I hope that was in the last couple of days. Maybe I went back to an older video. Forgive me. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying doesn't matter. It's just something I was wondering about. I thought I just came by your channel the other day. So I see, yeah, you've got lots of playlists here so that people can check out different stuff. Among Us, it's great to see that, because I know that's so big right now. And I still haven't played yet. But we actually have, Kristen is running a small group of creators, including Georgia Bulldogs and That Blue Moon, herself, Kira Walton, Lava House Family, Jaden. I forget if anybody else is in there. But you could reach out to Kristen if you play Among Us. And then when somebody in the group is on, then you're able to play with somebody you know, if you'd like to. And then other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, of course, I'll get around to everybody. And then oh, very cool. Challenging yourself with newer games to play and challenge yourself for added comedy and feels good. Embracing everyday realities, good to see you here. And Average Joe, good to see you here as well. Average Joe, we don't do any self-promotion here, so that's okay. You're new to TuberChat, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so you can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and then maybe even take a moment just to read our description of the live stream. We've got all our rules and guidelines and stuff like that, kind of explaining how everything works here so that you can maximize your time. Might be an idea to look at that. But just be careful not to do too much self-promotion. The idea here is that TuberChat is a meeting place. You're looking for loyal and dedicated supporters. And then what will happen is, as you gain subscribers for your channel, they will end up watching all your videos and commenting and liking and all that other stuff. Mr. Joshi, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for asking. I'm not sure if I'm going to get a live stream done this weekend. If I do, I might have to do something indoors. This might be the last week of good weather. The last time I tried to go out, I tried to catch the Niagara Falls Festival of Lights, which is a spectacular light show in the city. I know there's other towns around the world that do similar shows. But the phone froze in 8 minutes because I went out on a day where it was literally freezing. But Average Joe, as I tell stories about the channels that come through the chat, and particularly the ones that I put on the screen, you'll get the idea of the kind of loyal and dedicated supporters that we have here. And then the best idea in TuberChat is always to make the first move, because for the channels that have been here for weeks or months before, they will not connect with a brand new channel that they see until they watch how you interact with everybody in the chat first, because they want to make a judgment call on whether you're going to be loyal before they take the time to connect with you. But everybody here is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. Particularly what you do here is say hello to somebody in the chat. Make sure you get a response so they're paying attention. Then leave a single emoji next to their name in the chat. Let them know you're on your way to their channel. When you get there, watch a short video in full of at least 3 minutes long. Better if it's even 4 or 5 minutes, and add a second video into your watch later list particularly maybe something around 10 minutes that you can run after the stream, and then leave a meaningful, genuine comment on the video that you're watching so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Give a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. Then subscribe and come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name and mention the video that you watch so that they can go back and find your comment easily and quickly. And then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Thank you, Average Joe. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And if anybody does have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other social network, of course, I'll appreciate it. And the thumbs up, they mean more than now than ever, so I'll appreciate any thumbs up. I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it. Even I have to be reminded sometimes. But if you shut the chat off for a quick second, you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and the thumbs up really does help the stream, so I'll appreciate it. So Walking with the Woods, 355 subscribers. Hopefully we can get them a little bit farther, maybe even to the 360 that they're looking at right now while they're on the road to 400. Let me spin the wheel, and we'll see who is coming up next. Crystal Renee happens to be another member, so we're going to look at her channel in a moment here. Yeah, that's okay, Average Joe. Crystal Renee, like I said, she's actually a previously featured channel from TuberChat from quite some time ago. She's been with TuberChat for quite a while. And she also is generous not only in swapping playlists, but she also does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time here with a couple of other familiar faces. And the reason why I talk about this, I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it, because it's a great way to collaborate with another creator. And when you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to your audience and the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If anybody in the chat has featured TuberChat or my personal channel on your front page, just please make sure that I know about it so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. Calming Mind Meditations, great to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And let me see what I can do about adding names to the wheel. Butler Bob, have you? Oh, you're on the wheel. Okay. Little Frenchie in Big Texas. Did we see Little Frenchie today or no? Or did you just get onto the wheel now? Little Frenchie in Big Texas. Lift to Eat. Is Lift to Eat still in the house? Charities Media. And I will, oh, Classy Cookery has been here for a while. Pathlife Explorer. Are you still in the house? Pathlife Explorer tends to come in and out, but we'll see. If you're still here, just let me know. Food Fight Showdown. Let's get you onto the wheel. And then I will spin again, and we'll see who's coming up. Oh, Average Joe, there's a loaded question. I think everybody in the chat probably has a different genre. Now, that's not entirely true. Like, I mean, there'll be similar ones, but TuberChat has every kind of genre you can imagine, and some that I never did before. I follow now tarot reading channels that I never would have maybe followed before, dumpster diving channels, lottery scratching channels, lots of get ready with me stuff. Oh, no, of course not. Yeah, Average Joe, no, you're all good. You're all good asking everybody what their channel's about. Absolutely. What we don't want is self-promotion. So since you're asking if somebody wants to mention what they do, then that's okay, because it's a conversation. What we don't want is just, you know, channels coming in and saying like, hey, guys, I do gaming. Come check me out. Like, that's nobody's going to anyway, but it's just spamming the chat. So that's the only thing we're ever worried about. But absolutely, I encourage any conversation. What you'll find here, like, so not that it matters, but my personal story. So I happen to be a professional channel manager. That's how I started on YouTube several years ago. And at the time, I was only, you know, watching a little bit of YouTube and following huge channels with millions of subscribers and all this. But once I got introduced to what we call the small YouTuber community, I found so many generous creators who were willing to help each other and actually like cared, right? And started to make friends and this and that. So then it came the idea for TuberChat, which is just another growth stream. There's lots of them out there. But the idea was I was going to focus on the idea of really genuine connections between people. TuberChat is the most strict of all the growth streams that I know of, and I don't do anything to make anything easy on anybody, and that's by design. So when you come here, you know that you're the only kind of creators who would put up with this are the kind who are truly genuine, the kind who are willing to go the extra mile to search for your channel, click on your name, which is big for the YouTube algorithm, as opposed to clicking a link and stuff like that. We do a little bit of that. But anyway, I don't want to drag the speech out, but hopefully you're enjoying it anyway. Sincerely, A. Lucy, it's wonderful to see you here. That is an extremely supportive creator who has been with me the entire time. When I talk about the idea of having been introduced to this community and then coming up with the idea for TuberChat, Sincerely, A. Lucy is inspirational in the creation of TuberChat. It's because of the generosity of creators like Sincerely, A. Lucy that I was even inspired to take part in this stuff, not to mention do it. So hopefully everybody will connect with Sincerely, A. Lucy. And then Average Joe, I just wonder, like, is that you mentioning another channel? Because that, if that's the case, then that's not something that we do as well, right? The idea here is everybody's here to connect genuinely. So we don't, while we don't do self-promotion, we typically don't promote other channels as well. The reason why is we just want to keep it fair. Some people come to TuberChat and stay, like, you know, I don't expect anybody to stay longer than they can, right? We all have lives. Some people can only spend a few minutes. Some people can't be here some days at all, and that's fine. I appreciate every moment everybody spends. But there are creators who come here and spend a full 2 hours, a full 2.5 hours, sometimes even more, sometimes an hour. And I want to make sure it's fair between them doing the work that's required to make the connections. So forgive me if I'm wrong, but anyway, that's the idea. Lots of parody channels too. Grinch is a channel that does some parody type stuff. We've got another couple of channels. I don't know who's in here right now that does parodies as well. Oh, I'm so sorry. Is it because Average Joe? Are you talking about? Oh, let's have a look at your channel here for a second. Okay, Lift to Eat. Forgive me because I'm taking all your time talking about other stuff. But Lift to Eat is another creator that I only hear good things about their channel. And what I mean by that is, like, as soon as they came onto the scene here at TuberChat a few months ago, people right away were drawn to this creator and really enjoyed their channel. But I like his videos too, right? It's interesting stuff that I could never manage to do. I'm not eating 8,000 calories in a day, but he manages to do it. But I also don't lift weights the way that he does either. So anyway, Lift to Eat is a dynamic creator for that reason. They were also featured on TuberChat. I know they're willing to swap playlists as well. And then we're going to look at, I'm just going to look at Average Joe right now. I'm going to let you skip the line so that we can just see what it takes to find your channel, because Average Joe is probably a popular name. So let's have a look. And I have to match by the avatar, of course, right? So let's, here, I'm going to make it even. And you said look for Looper Freestyle. So I'll see if I can do that afterwards, but I will drop a link for you, which we don't do often, but we do it when somebody comes in and it's extremely difficult to find their channel. So you see how popular the name Average Joe is, right? Okay, let me see what, see if we can figure this out. Here we go. Freestyle Looper, I see. So this is Average Joe. I'm just going to drop a link here while we're looking at this channel. Honest, brutal feedback. Be careful what you wish for. I'm sure everybody here in TuberChat is always very respectful, so that's okay. And then Ruth Sharp, good to see you here. And then Average Joe, yeah, hopefully you'll meet some friends and family members here. Jolly Pasquale does not do parodies, but actually does a great job as well with a very entertaining channel. There's somebody that you might enjoy connecting with as well, Average Joe. Jolly Pasquale. And that is probably... Whenever we see a channel that comes in that doesn't have an avatar, I don't think anybody's going to go too far here. Whenever we see a channel that doesn't have an avatar, we're always cautious just to see if they are going to be a legitimate channel or not. So as well, Average Joe, because you're a new connection for TuberChat, I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos. My computer wants to freeze on me, but I will take a video of yours. I usually look for something around 10 minutes. Yours are much shorter than that, but I'll take this 432 here, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream, in the next 24 hours, I'll go through my watch later list and I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video, and then I will give you a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other, and I'll subscribe, and in that way I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully you're subscribed to TuberChat now and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And then Ruth Sharp, so assuming that you have a channel, and forgive me, it's just because you don't have an avatar that I wonder, but hopefully you're feeling welcome either way. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. We're going to look at Classy Cookery, who's been waiting quite a while. And then thanks for the kind words, Average Joe. Classy Cookery. Let's get your channel ready, and we'll look at it in a moment. So that was Unmasked Lifestyle. That's another channel. They're usually here with us in the chat, but they happen to be a silver member, so we've got those clips that we play. And then, yeah, Grinch 1984 should be easy to find, even by typing Grinch 1984. You can let me know if you have trouble. but it should be easy. The other thing too is like, so it's not a reason why we don't drop links here in TuberChat, but it does benefit. And Life Through Eyes 303 was the one that pointed this out recently, right? When you search for a channel and then click on their name, you're actually helping them. Because, like, for instance, Average Joe, we saw, there's Average Joe is a very popular name. The more your name is searched and found, then the more that's going to help you move up the search results in the algorithm. Same goes for Grinch. Same goes for lots of other channels. Most channels, I don't think I've seen a channel have trouble once they hit their 1,000 subscribers, even like 800, 900, maybe even 700. Like once you get up there, you're so active, YouTube can do a good job of guessing when somebody's looking for you. And then I don't know who... yeah, Ruth Sharp, I don't know who you're looking for there. And then, yeah, thanks, Average Joe. So this is Classy Cookery. So I'm going to get your bell on. This must be only the first or second time we've got your channel on the screen, but I feel like I recognize it. So maybe we looked at it once before, but I've got your bell on now. And hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. Oh, Average Joe, you have to forgive me. I don't even know what I just said, but thank you for the kind words. MHW vibed. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, MHW vibed. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect. But Ruth Sharp, you won't have any success here doing that. We don't connect on second channels. I know a lot of creators do that. They don't want to subscribe to everybody on their first channel. But here in TuberChat, this is a community of creators who only subscribe on their main channels. And unfortunately, you won't find success here looking for anybody to connect on a second channel and stuff like that. We actually almost always insist that channels have their subscriptions public. It's the best way to connect. And the reason why is because when you tell somebody you've subscribed to them, when they go into your subscriptions, they can see themselves in there and then know that you're being honest and this and that. Juliet, Juliet, the Shih Tzu, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. You're a creator. Good, good. We got a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. Particularly here in TuberChat, I have also our rules, our guidelines, and how we connect exactly, what the wheel is, and all that other stuff listed in our description. It's worth taking a moment just to have a quick look so that you can maximize your time here. What I wish for everybody is always to get the most out of YouTube, but especially while you're spending time here in TuberChat, I appreciate every moment that you spend, and we'd like to see you maximize. So Juliet the Shih Tzu, we have actually ways to help with watch hours. You're close to your watch hours, which is great. What we do here is I encourage everybody who's willing to swap playlists with each other. What that means is that people will just simply run a playlist of your videos. You will run a playlist of their videos. And you can imagine that as time goes on and you get lots of different creators running playlists for you, your hours will really start to stack up. But the reason I push it is because you can, once you've traded favors with another creator, you can really give the chance of a friendship to begin and hopefully flourish. And then Sam's Vlogs trains them more. So typically the term is public watch hours. right? So we're always looking for videos that are public. Any videos that are unlisted or private will not count towards public watch hours. Now, what actually can happen is if you have a bunch of public videos, especially live streams, and you make them all unlisted or private, you will find that YouTube will take the hours away for those. And it looks like we got some more action in the chat coming in. Washington County News Station, Utah. It's Pepsi time. It's actually Diet Lemonade Soda time. But thank you very much for your super chat. Always appreciated. Thank you so much. Washington County News Station, Utah has done this several times, but because of your super chat, we'll get you onto the screen next. I appreciate that. Hopefully everybody will connect with this channel. Well over 1,500 subscribers. They are on their way now towards 1.6K. And hopefully we can push them a little bit closer to that goal. And then Juliet, the Shih Tzu, loyal puppy. Very good. So as well, for those of you who are brand new to TuberChat, here, the best idea is always to go first. Many creators who have been here for weeks or months before will not connect to a new channel that they see in this chat because they want to see how you interact with everybody else first to make sure you're going to be genuine before they connect with you. So the best idea in TuberChat is to go first. And then everybody here is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. And then Juliet, I just want to make sure we keep the self-promotion to a minimum. So everybody wants you to get to the 2,000, and you definitely can meet some new friends and family members here. But yeah, we just want to keep it to a minimum. And then please remember always to spell numbers. So for those of you who are new to TuberChat, one of the things that you'll find as a very strict rule in many growth streams similar to TuberChat is keeping your emojis to 1 or 2. And then also always spelling out numbers. So if you're going to mention like 1K or 2K or 4K or something like that, you want to use the words 1,000 and 2,000. And yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, you'll forgive me, you're right, but I'm just going to remove your message because I don't want to entice any. And Kid Wonders Gaming and Livestream, thank you for the second thumbs up. I do appreciate it. Let's spin the wheel. We'll see if we can get another channel up here. Oh, that's okay, Adrian Villanueva Vlogs. If a channel already had the 4,000 watch hours, or if they have 4,000 watch hours outside of any videos or live streams that they hide, then that is okay. But I have had creators reach out to me and mention like, hey, I had like 3,000 watch hours and now I'm down to 1,000, but I unlisted all my live streams. Is that why? And I had to say, yes, that's the reason. And then no problem, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. The only thing, so not that you're saying anything negative, because you certainly aren't, but because we've been facing a little bit of that lately, I just don't even want to mention it because we don't want to remind anybody who's meaning to do it and forget, right? But that's okay. And then this is Butler Bob. So I'm not sure if they're still here. Let's have a look. If they're not still here, we'll move on quickly, but they might still be. And then, yeah, if anybody has the ability to share the stream out, of course, I'll appreciate it, whether it's on your community tab if you have one, or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. And then the thumbs up really does help the stream. So I'll appreciate that. If you haven't already, then yes, and the watch hours come back, Lift to Eat. Yes, they do. And then if you haven't already, yes, please. I would love a thumbs up. They mean more now than ever. And I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and it really does help the stream. Pardon me just for a quick second. So then for a couple of creators that are brand new, Oh, Average Joe might already be gone. So Average Joe and Juliet particularly. So for anybody that's brand new to TuberChat, the thing is here, everybody here is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. We say a lot of silly things in the chat because this is not a sub for sub network. We're not focused on just getting subscribers. We're actually building relationships with loyal and dedicated supporters. TuberChat is just a meeting place. So the idea is that we say a lot of silly things like we're going to visit your house or leave you a package or dance with you or bake with you and all this other stuff. And it all means the same thing. It means somebody's been to your channel, watched a video, given a comment, that's the package, and then given a thumbs up and subscribed, and now they're waiting for you to do the same exact thing. So it's very important that while you're connecting with other creators, you're watching a 3-minute video as a minimum, preferably 4 or 5 minutes, and leaving a meaningful, genuine comment on the video while you're watching it, then giving a thumbs up and subscribing, coming back to let them know that you've done that, and then they will do the same for you. Little Frenchie in Big Texas, great to have you here. Thank you very much. It's okay that you got to go. I'm going to leave you on the wheel anyway, and when your name comes up, I'll just move on quickly. And then, yeah, Jaden, your watch hours are not going up. That's okay. As long as you continue producing content, your watch hours should increase. Thank you very much, Georgia Bulldogs. Food Fight Showdown. Did I put Georgia Bulldogs on the wheel today? For the life of me, I can't remember, but I feel like I did not. LN family, good to see you here. And thank you, Michael's Adventures. So that was Food Fight Showdown. I didn't mean to miss Georgia Bulldogs today. I think I missed them. But I've got them on the wheel now. So when their name comes up, we'll just look quickly, and then we'll move on quick as well. Yeah, Adrian Villanueva Vlogs. Don't want to see Turkey for a while. For a lot of people, it's only a month away anyway. So there's a reminder for you. Christmas, for those of you who celebrate, is less than a month away now. So there might be a second turkey in a lot of people's future. Here in Canada, we actually are in Niagara Falls, Canada. We have our Thanksgiving in the middle of October, which for the Americans is the Columbus Day holiday. And so by the time Christmas rolls around, I'm looking forward to turkey again. Venom Pool, good to see you here. Thank you for coming back in. And Food Fight Showdown is another channel that people have great things to say about, but they've also been with TuberChat for quite some time now. Not to mention they do the featured channels collaboration that we talk about here. They also swap playlists, and they have brought with them many times Lakeside Living and Oakstyle. Oakstyle also was a featured channel on TuberChat. And there you go, Michael's Adventures. Could eat turkey once a week. I understand. Oh, ham on Christmas, eh, Adrienne? Different kinds of celebrations around the world, right? It's very interesting to see all the different things that people do for all the different holidays. Here's Charities Media coming up. And thank you, Classy Cookery. So sometimes we get into tutorials and we talk more about the ins and outs of YouTube and tips and tricks and analytics and all that kind of stuff. Sometimes it's just more light stuff where we're just connecting with channels and stuff like that. Here's Charities Media, so I'm hoping everybody will connect with this channel. We will push them a little bit farther, get them to their next milestone. And I will look at adding some more names to the wheel shortly. I'm just looking at something in another window here. And then, so yeah, Lift to Eat, that's a great question. Lift to Eat is just asking, have you seen that hiding your cookie count can help or hurt channels? Yes, as a matter of fact, in my personal experience with several different channels, I have found this. When you are not using growth streams like TuberChat to connect with people, hiding your subscriber count can help, because there are people out there who will not subscribe to a channel if it doesn't have 100,000 or 1,000,000 subscribers, right? We know that. But if you are using growth streams like TuberChat, you always want your number exposed, because the people that we're dealing with for the purpose of supporting each other very much want to know how many subscribers you have. And sometimes people will reach out to help you reach goals. I'll show you an example. When I started TuberChat, I was very much involved in Happy Lux and Melda and Amra's growth streams, which I still am. TuberChat is a member of both of those channels for that reason. And I did a lot of experimenting there. But on the day that my personal channel got to, I think we had 946 or something like that. And I went into Happy Lux, and a couple of girls took the whole time that we were in there, probably an hour and a half, and got me 70 subscribers within an hour and a half. And most of them stuck. I think they got me to 1,010 or 11, something like that. And I did not slip back under the 1,000. So that's an example of something that people may do. They may rally around you to help you reach a goal. So it's a thought, but for all the channels that I manage, which is a small handful, I have always found that, especially when growth streams are in use, then you want your numbers exposed, because everybody's interested to know, right? If you have 198 subscribers, 2 people might feel inclined to help you hit the 200. So that's absolutely a great question that you've had. Oh, there you go, Sam. Yeah. 99% of the channels that come through TuberChat have them public, but I suggest everybody make everything public. The reason why is because here we're talking about trust, right? There's 1,000 growth streams out there. There are good ones, there are great ones, there are, you know, growth streams of all kinds. And when you're talking about the very strict hardcore rules that like TuberChat has, for instance, you know that I'm trying to push for very genuine and loyal people with a lot of transparency. For those of you who've been here when we do tutorials and stuff, you'll see I open my analytics all the time, show everybody exactly what's going on, revenue, subscribers, likes, views, everything, like an open book, right? And the reason why is because I want that to be the heart of what we're doing. I believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than you expect to receive, but knowing that you'll eventually get it anyway. We show it over and over and over again. Anyway, Baskets Resale, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Jeremy's Autistic Vlogs, good to see you as well. Hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. I think we're doing okay. Ellen family, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. This is Angel Light Over Darkness. She's always spreading positivity and optimism in her live stream. So you'll see I catch her often. As a matter of fact, she's also willing to swap playlists. And anybody in the chat that's willing can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that they're willing to swap playlists and you're willing, please reach out to them as well. Angel Light Over Darkness has 909 subscribers, but I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. She's officially on the road to 1K. So the next channel we're going to look at is Ellen Family. Thank you so much again for your super chat. I really do appreciate it. And let's see what you got going on here for us. You've got a premiere tomorrow at 9:30 in the morning. Very good. Well, 9:30 in the morning Eastern. So very good. Everybody's got something new that they'll be able to catch from you after they connect with you today. The only other thing I want to mention is they've got a couple of short videos here, like literally shorts, We don't want to be connecting with those. When we're connecting with each other here in TuberChat and in other growth streams, we always want to be watching 3-minute videos as a minimum. Better if it's 4 or 5. And my suggestion is always to take a second video of approximately 10 minutes or even longer, add it into your watch later list, and then just let that run later when you go to bed or when you go to work or something like that. And then, yeah, thank you, Sam Slod. So the truth is that the rules and guidelines, like the way that we connect and the things that I don't do anything to make it easy on anybody here, right? So that's what I mean when I say it's strict, right? And I have a massive banned words list, and I take moderators seriously and things like that. That's what I mean by being strict, but I do it for a reason. And that's so that the only people who are willing to put up with this are the kind of people who would be willing to genuinely connect and this and that, and aren't just interested in their numbers flying as fast as they can. Yes, Reports, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Looks like everybody's doing okay. And then LN Family obviously has a lot of dynamic content for us to check out. I've got some catching up to do. So as a matter of fact, I'm going to take one of your videos right now. I'm going to take this latest Organize Your Deep Freezer. Add this into my watch later list. And 40 question challenge. Somebody challenged me to something the other day. I haven't done challenges before. I don't intend on doing a lot, especially not food challenges. I can't eat hot sauce and stuff like that. I don't like it. But I will do a challenge video soon. My friend Vern's Junk Closet, who was my guest on episode number 100 of TuberChat, we did a very different live stream that day. For those of you who weren't able to see it, it's on our front page now. Hopefully everybody will have a quick look, because it's full of tips and tricks, and she's got a lot of experience with well over 4,000 subscribers. So for 2 hours, we talk YouTube. We're going to look at Little Frenchie in Big Texas in a moment here. So that was Eating with Miss P, an extremely supportive creator, both of myself and of TuberChat. Happens to be a silver member. This is Little Frenchie in Big Texas. So with 55 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther, get them to the 60 that they must be looking for right now. And then they're officially on the road to 100. Let's see what else they got here. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've been back with TuberChat several times already. Let's see what I can do about adding names to the wheel. Fabian and Mom have been on the wheel almost the whole live stream. I'm going to have a look and see who's still here compared to who is supposed to be coming up on our thing. Why is Grinch not already? Oh, there you are. Grinch, I'm so sorry. You should have been on the wheel already. I'm just having a look in another window here. I've got a robot that helps me determine when everybody should be on the wheel. I hope I welcomed you, Calming Mind Meditations. I did see you come in a while ago. You were talking to a couple of creators, I think. And JetLife777. All right, let's spin for now. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Luck of the draw. Grinch. That's karma right there, because it took so long for me to add you to the wheel. You probably should have been added to the wheel 15 minutes ago, maybe even longer. So you get to come up right away. And then Life as Unknown Tatty, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time and meet people one by one and follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. And then Life is Unknown Tatty, you might want to take just a quick look at our rules of engagement, if you want to call it that, how everything works. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, but I've made long descriptions now so that everything is in the everything is laid out in the description of every live stream now. Okay, thank you, Exploring with Fluffy. So yeah, so here's the thing. So Grinch, yeah, promoting is okay. And particularly, it's lucky, but the time just worked out, right? Because TuberChat usually lasts about 2.5 hours. So Fluffy's live stream is probably going to start right around the time the TuberChat was going to end. So that's cool. The only thing you never want to do is promote like a live stream while you're in somebody else's live stream. So like if you were in one and you knew that they were going to go on for a couple hours, it might not be okay to say like, hey, I've got a live stream coming up, or somebody does in a few minutes, with the idea of making people leave that live stream to go to the other. But considering the fact that, of course, you guys handled that perfectly, and that live stream's not coming up until TuberChat's probably going to be ending, then very cool. It'll give us a chance to actually see Exploring with Fluffy 2.0 for the first time anyway, because they're new to TuberChat. But see, when I'm sitting here telling these stories, right? Grinch 1984, as far as I remember, came from Pathlife Explorer, right? They're always together in panels and stuff like this. But Grinch now has his own loyal and dedicated community, as does Pathlife Explorer. So they're both expanding. And Grinch 1984 has been bringing people to TuberChat, same as Pathlife Explorer, which is great. So the reason why I focus on this is because, you know, these channels have already been featured based on generosity as it is, and the fact that everybody likes their channels anyway. And I have a good time when I'm hanging out with them in live streams and stuff. But I put focus on it because I want everybody to understand the kind of loyal and dedicated subscribers, not only that they are, but that they have around them, because it speaks volumes about the creators behind the channels, right? Oh, Grinch. Yeah, it's yeah, thank you everybody for the thumbs up. Yeah, if you haven't already, I will appreciate the thumbs up, or if you can share the stream, whether you have a community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. The thumbs up really do help. Now, I hope everybody here is always giving thumbs up to everybody. I hope we're always doing that. I have a Chrome extension on the computer that allows me to never forget, which Kristen Nomad pointed out, but that really helps, right? Because then you never forget to give somebody a thumbs up. Even I have to be reminded sometimes. And when you're on a phone, you know, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. And but I will really appreciate it. I don't believe we're going to get to 100 today. So if we have 80 thumbs up, I really do appreciate it. So thank you everybody for that. TuberChat has hit 100 a couple of times. We actually had one video that flew not during the live stream, but afterwards, because we promoted episode 100 so hard. Episode number 101 took off, has well over 6,000 views now, which is crazy because we never get a lot of replays, not that many replays on a live stream, but that one just flew. So there's like 150 likes on it or so, 130 or something. But we have hit it a couple of times. But I'm not so worried about it as much as I am about the averages, right? That's one thing we always want to keep in mind for creators. When the ugly thumbs down do happen to show up, we want to make sure that we're always giving thumbs up to creators to help them keep their averages up. As long as you're doing between 5 and 10%, and YouTube points this out to us, but as long as you're doing between 5 and 10% thumbs down versus thumbs up, then you're just fine. And that's what YouTube expects. And thank you very much. Thank you, Baskets Resale, for that. And I'm glad everybody's having a good time meeting new friends and family members and exploring with Fluffy 2.0. Very good. Hopefully you met some friends and family members here today. If you're still here, I'm just curious what you got planned for your live stream. We're going to look at Georgia Bulldogs right now. And I know that they left a little while ago, but I'm just going to spend a few seconds on their channel. And the reason why is because, so I keep stats, right? And my robot over here, Bautissimo, that helps me determine how we put channels on the wheel. I keep the stats for every live stream. And in the first 50 episodes of TuberChat, Georgia Bulldogs was the #1 supporter in terms of time spent within TuberChat. This is an extremely generous creator. They've done a ton of shout-out videos, particularly here they do the featured channels collaboration, and they have made videos, shout-out videos, both for TuberChat and myself. And the TuberChat one is on our front page, of course. And then how do you promote a live stream, Jaden? The best, forgive me, I must have not seen your question last week. So in my opinion, the best idea, I know you happen to be on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Reddit, is to, every time you're going to do a live stream, I always promote my live streams. For TuberChat, I promote at the beginning of the day, and I just let that post, do what it does. Sometimes I promote 15 minutes before. And you could do both, to be honest with you. But by doing it 15 minutes before, 15 minutes is enough time that if somebody comes into the live stream and sees that it's starting soon, they might stay and wait. But more than 15 minutes sometimes is too long. You'll find that people will come in and then they'll say, oh, okay, I'll come back in 20 minutes. And then they leave and may or may not come back. But that might be an idea. And then Tyler Jonesy, you're going to be reacting to some haunted videos on your live stream tonight. And then chit chat. Very good. Exploring with Fluffy. And then very good Shutterbug Infinity. And then Tyler Jonesy, hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. When you add a channel on your videos, it doesn't come up as a link, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. So the @ symbol, when you're doing it in the community tab or on a video or in a description, it only comes up if that creator has more than 1,000 subscribers and they must have a similar number to yourself. So you can't like @ symbol Mr. Beast or PewDiePie or somebody like that in your videos because they have way too many, and everybody would just be @ symboling Mr. Beast if that was going to work. But if a channel has over 1,000 subscribers and is in the same ballpark as your channel, I don't really know the guidelines on how they figure that out, but for anybody that you're going to meet in TuberChat, these kind of streams, you're going to be able to add as an @ symbol and mention them. And they could do the same for you. That's a great way to get some promotion. So TuberChat, for instance, recently, and forgive me, I'm just going to show you this for a second. I've been wondering for a long, long time how exactly I was going to use our community tab, because previously I was only posting like our live streams, right? But now there's 2 posts a day. So on the days we live stream, one of those posts is just to talk about the live stream, but we've started doing a lot of posts for people in TuberChat as well. Not just members, even though it's mostly members, but I've only just started in the last couple of weeks. But for instance, you'll notice on a lot of these, like Life with the Battles, like Mr. and Mrs. Anaballo, the symbol works in Rachel's Place, Chickley Beauty, anybody with over 1,000 subscribers, the @ symbol comes up. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. JetLife777. This might be the first time we're looking at this channel. Curious if they're still here. If not, I'll move on quickly. But I will connect to them, though. And thank you, Jaden. I did see your message before you retracted it. Please don't retract your messages, Jaden. JetLife777 is a new connection for TuberChat. So I'm going to take their latest video, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will give them a thumbs up and subscribe. And in that way, I'll make sure that the subscription sticks. And then hopefully they have subscribed to TuberChat as well now and have our notification bell on so they don't miss our further live streams. We are always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And I always set up the live streams in advance so that you can plan if you need to. Kareen's Life. I don't know if she's still with us today either. If not, I'll move on quickly. And I will add some more names to the wheel in a moment. As soon as I can copy and paste here. Here's Kareen's Life. She also allows people to connect in her live streams the way we do here in TuberChat, and she's willing to swap playlists. I just swapped with her this week. And then, yeah, a lot of people say leaving Christmas gifts. Not everybody, but I'm sure a lot of people will, yeah. I'm not sure if JetLife777 is still with us today. They might have gone out of the chat already, but we'll see. And then Kareen's Life, because now we're over 2 hours, right? I'm still going to go for a little while longer. I'll go for as long as you guys want. So I'm just looking to see. I'm looking in another window here to see if there's more channels that I can add to the wheel. Fish Tank is not still here, right? No. I feel like my thing is not updating. Life with Rose and Ann, good to see you here. Yeah, pardon me while I'm quiet here. I'm just looking and looking in the other window to see what I can do about this here. Oh, Kid Wonder. Oh, my goodness. Kid Wonder. I don't know if he's still here. I hope so. I can't believe I didn't have you on the wheel. I'll put up the gaming channel. I'm assuming that's what you want when it comes up. Let's see if Kid's still in here. Kid Wonder comes in with 2 channels. He's got Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder and Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream. Often shares for us twice and gives a couple of likes. So if anybody hasn't already, the thumbs up really does help the stream. I'll appreciate it. And if you have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network. TYI on demand is not here. Jaden saw Oakstyle. Oh, we didn't look at Oakstyle yet today. Let's see if Oakstyle is still with us. Maybe not. Okay, I'll put them on and we'll see. Oakstyle, just let me know if you're here, please. Let's spin. We'll see who's coming up. Jaden Suh has been here for almost every single live stream since episode number 13 of TuberChat. Hopefully everybody will rally around this channel. We'll get them to the 1.7K that I know they're looking at right now. Yeah, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. We don't do any backup channels. Like, we don't do any of that stuff. But if you have two channels that you're running, like, you know, I have two because I have my own and this one. I actually have many others, but I don't do much with them yet, so I don't bring them in here or work on them very much. But there are creators like the Hoops family and the Hoops Paranormal. There is Kid Wonder and Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream. And for instance, the House of X Entertainment Inc. is It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, and Yo, it's your boy Leo. The only thing I ever ask is if people have second channels, of course I'll allow you to come in and use them. You just have to treat them both separately and always have to connect genuinely, right? So we don't come in and say, hey, everybody subscribe to my other channel, because I've banned people for that. That's spamming, and it's not fair to those who are connecting genuinely. But for anybody that wants to come in with two channels, of course, that's what TuberChat was built for, so that we can build as many channels as we want as fast as possible, right? And it gets faster all the time. So this is Jaden Suh. And again, they've been with us basically since the beginning. It seems like, well, at episode number 13, that's only 3 weeks in. And TuberChat is now beyond 6 months, I believe, if I could do the math right. Let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. I'll move a little bit quicker now. Angel Light Over Darkness, did we actually see your channel? Why can't I remember for the life of me if we actually put that channel up on the screen? Angel Light Over Darkness is with us all the time. They happen to be a member. I know your name was on the wheel for a long time. Exploring with Fluffy 2.0. So this is a channel that is new to TuberChat. So I do not watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. So I'm going to take one of your latest videos, and actually all your stuff is extremely long. So I will take this video and I will add it to my watch later list. And then what I will do is, after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list and I will put that video at the end. But I will watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I will subscribe and I will give a thumbs up. And then Angel Light Over Darkness. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I get caught up in my speeches. I don't mean to do that. And then hopefully Exploring with Fluffy 2.0 is subscribed to TuberChat as well and has our notification bell on, so they don't miss our further live streams. They're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. So yeah, no, I forgot. I just skipped over it very quickly because I was yapping about other things. But I do remember, yeah. So Angel Light Over Darkness has her 900 locked in. She's officially on the road to 1K. But I was saying, because she always spreads positivity and optimism. And then I'm lucky to catch her on several live streams. And then Life with Rose and Ann. You just want to be careful of... oh, I see what you're doing. Okay, so Life with Rose and Ann, typically the way that you're connecting with everybody, we don't do that quite the same way here. So we meet people one by one, and everybody's expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. So we don't typically say like, hey, everybody come get me, and then I'll return to you afterwards. You won't find success in TuberChat that way. It works the opposite way, where you connect to another creator, spend the 3 minutes, at least 4 or 5 maybe, watching a video, leave them a comment, give them a thumbs up, do it very thoroughly, even add a second video into your watch later list, as you see me do here, and then come back and let them know that you've connected to them, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Here in TuberChat, we believe wholeheartedly in the idea that giving much more than we expect to receive is the key to success in TuberChat, and we prove it again and again. So hopefully that helps. And then everybody, you just want to keep that in mind, that life with Rose and Ann will need to connect with everybody one by one. So let's get Kid Wonder up here. We'll look at both channels. I'll go through Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder for a quick second. Oh, he's actually live, but that's okay. And then he also has a second channel, which I got to tell him he should have listed up here. He's got some familiar faces there in his featured channels list, but unless he's got them shuffling. But he's got Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream as well. So there's Kid Wonder's gaming and live stream. And I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get him to the 640 that I know he's looking for, getting closer to 650 on the road to 700. And he's got a lot of familiar faces here in his featured channels list over there as well. The reason I talk about this so much, I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. When you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your channel as far as the algorithm goes, as well as your audiences. And so I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. If anybody in the chat has featured TuberChat or my personal channel on your front page, just please make sure that I know about it so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. I'm going to get you a part of me for a quick second while I spin the wheel, and I'll be right back. Oh, I didn't realize I wasn't there in the first place. So here's Adrienne Villanueva Vlogs. We'll have to see if she's still with us right now, because she was here for quite a while. Oh, she's got a Thanksgiving video right there for everybody to see. So I don't know if she's still with us right now, but that's okay. I'll just move on quickly. I'm pretty sure Oak Style is not with us either. They've already gone. Oak Style, let's get them off. For fun, we'll spin and we'll get Fabian and Mom here. Let's have a look and see what they've got going on. I'm going to put their bell on. With 845 subscribers, I'm pretty sure we can get them to 850 right now. And then they are officially on the road to 900. So I'm hoping everybody will rally around this channel and get them a little bit farther here. And other than that, it looks like everybody's doing okay. And there it is. They got it ready. Let's give them a like to get it going. Oh, I have my extensions off. That's why it didn't come up right away. And they are just about ready to stream. So we're going to do something we haven't done before. We're going to raid a channel that is new to TuberChat, but they come from a wonderful family between Grinch and probably Pathlife Explorer and that crew. So I'm happy to support them right away. So Exploring with Fluffy 2.0, we're going to go over there and say TuberChat raid on the way. So I hope everybody will join me, and then just please, yes, say TuberChat raid on the way in, and we'll go over there, see what they got going on. I don't imagine it's exactly a growth stream. So when we get over there, just please be mindful that not everybody might understand what we're talking about with connecting. But if you want to go over, we'll support this creator. Please stay for at least 15 minutes after the live stream starts so that they get some decent credit for our time there. And then hopefully everybody will stick around even longer than that. I'll see you over there in a minute, and we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you to Scratch and Pete, Kristen Welton, my love, and Michael's Adventures for everything that you guys do for everybody in TuberChat. And once again, thank you everybody for coming over with the raid. We'll support this new connection for TuberChat, exploring